Have you ever wished for something so deeply, for so long, that you started to think it was impossible? Today, we're diving into the incredible story of a man whose faith was tested by time itself, the prophet Zechariah. His story isn't just about a wish coming true. It's a powerful lesson in patience, devotion, and the amazing ways miracles can unfold when we least expect them. Zechariah was a righteous prophet and a dedicated priest, serving in the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. He and his wife, Elizabeth, were known for their piety and unwavering faith. They followed God's commandments blamelessly. Yet, despite their righteousness, they carried a quiet sorrow in their hearts. They were growing old, and they had no children. In their culture, this was a source of great personal sadness and often social stigma. Year after year they prayed, holding on to a sliver of hope that they might be blessed with a child. As time passed, Zechariah grew very old, and Elizabeth was well beyond the age of childbearing. The hope they once held onto seemed to be fading with the setting sun of their lives. It would have been easy for them to become bitter or to question their faith, but they never did. They continued their service with humble hearts, accepting their circumstances while never fully extinguishing the flame of their prayer. This is where their story takes a turn that no one could have predicted. One day, it was Zechariah's turn to perform a sacred duty, to burn incense in the Holy of Holies, the innermost sanctuary of the temple. This was a once-in-a-lifetime honor for a priest. As he stood alone in that sacred space, enveloped in the fragrant smoke of the incense, he was suddenly not alone. An angel of the Lord appeared, standing to the right of the altar. Zechariah was startled and fear gripped him. But the angel's first words were meant to bring comfort. "Do not be afraid, Zechariah. Your prayer has been heard." The angel, who revealed himself as Gabriel, brought astounding news. He told the elderly priest that his wife, Elizabeth, would bear him a son, and they were to name him John. Gabriel explained that this would be no ordinary child. John would be great in the sight of the Lord, filled with the Holy Spirit even from birth, and he would prepare the way for the coming Messiah. He would be a prophet who would turn the hearts of many back to God. It was everything Zechariah had ever prayed for, and so much more. But after a lifetime of waiting, the news was just too much for Zechariah to comprehend. The reality of his old age and his wife's barrenness seemed more concrete than the angel's promise. He questioned Gabriel, asking, "How can I be sure of this? I am an old man and my wife is well along in years." Because of his doubt, the angel gave him a sign. Zechariah would be unable to speak until the day the prophecy was fulfilled. He walked out of the temple, mute, able to communicate only through gestures. Everyone knew something extraordinary had happened, and just as the angel promised, Elizabeth conceived. Zechariah's silence became a period of reflection, a time for his faith to catch up with God's miraculous promise. When the baby was born and it was time to name him, he wrote on a tablet, "His name is John." And instantly his voice returned, and he praised God. His story reminds us that even when our hope feels lost to time, God's plans are always on schedule. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the past. If this story of faith and miracles touched your heart, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next story. See you next time.